Okay, so this is a brief tutorial about Read and Write for Google Chrome. It is a approved extension for special education students, ones who have this as an accommodation particularly, though truthfully it could benefit a long range of students, especially ESOL or others that want to hear text as opposed to just like reading it all the time. So the first thing you'll need to do is install it, and the links to install both the Read and Write extension and also Screenshot Reader, which is a companion extension, they'll be included in the description for this video. So when you open it up in the Chrome Web Store to install it, your button will say install instead of remove. I have it installed already, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But let me take you through it. When you install this extension, you're going to want to pin it into Chrome. So when you click on this extension button, you're going to make sure that the Read and Write extension is pinned. You don't really have to pin the Screenshot Reader because it acts when necessary when using Read and Write, but you should pin Read and Write. So once you have that extension installed and it's now in your toolbar here, to activate it, you just click on it. And when you do, you're going to have a bunch of different options come up. Now, I've got a Newsella article here, and I can show you some of the core features. I'm really just going to concentrate on the ones that remain free, even after the trial ends. That's one of the things that you're going to notice is that when you use your school Google to log in, it's going to tell you got all these days left for premium, and then it's just going to revert back to the free. So in Newsella or anything else, so one of the things you can do is you can highlight text that you want it to read and then hit the play button, and then it will
Puppy
play.
Bowl. How Animal Planet pulled off a supersized COVID-era game. Present. Save. Read aloud. Share. Hide. Print. Add to text set. 2 puppies bite the same toy. Image 1. Puppies playing in the yearly Puppy Bowl. The show can be watched on February.
Okay, so it'll read it as you go. You actually don't need to highlight it. You just hit play and it'll go ahead and do it. So you should give it a starting point, right? So if you want to start here. And
Not even a global pandemic can stop teens rough and fluff. On Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay, so it'll keep going. Another thing it can do is this option, which is the hover speech, which if you enable it, will start talking.
Not even a global pandemic can stop teens rough and fluff. On Super Bowl Sunday, February 2nd.
All right, we're good. All right, so you
Puppy
just put.
Bowl usually features about 100 dogs.
So you would just put your mouse over text and it will start reading it.
We had to restrict ourselves to shelters within driving distance, says Aaron Warner. And
so that's one of the features it can do. You have to, there you go. So you do have to uncheck that option to get that to kind of stop. And then one of the other things it can do is read off of screenshots, which is helpful if you have text in images or things like that. So something like this, it might be more difficult to kind of read, but you basically do a little screen grab and hit play.
LNS Article 5 Dream Jobs, Puppy Bowl, Referee.
All right, and then it'll go and read that for you. It also will read the alt text from one of these images if it has it. So that's some of those different features. One of the other free features or things that'll stay free is a translation tool. So if you need to figure out the definition of a word, you can select a word. So maybe immense, you don't know what immense means. And it will tell you in a different language. In this case, it's defaulting to Spanish. It'll give you that kind of translation. It'll also give you several ones that are similar. So completely, so it might actually give you like a bunch of different options, or accommodate. So it depends on what kind of accommodate you mean, and you can get it to play.
Supeditar. Acomodar. Supeditarse.
So it will translate one word at a time, basically, is how that part will work. So again, that's really what the free version will offer you, and it also can do this on different websites. Though sometimes the exact toolbar or what it can do might vary. So if you're on like a Google Doc, you might not get that suggestive thing. But it'll still play if you start like with highlighting. It'll still
Blackboard session management.
All right, so in this case on a Google Doc, it will only read what is highlighted.
Logging in, you should use the scheduler site to enter your sessions. HTTPS.
All right, so you get the point. So be very helpful there. So it'll be on the same thing like on other sites. So feel free to explore it. Some of the other things you might want to do with this is to look at the options. This gives you the option to turn off continuous reading if you just want to have it check one different part. Set your translation language. So it does have lots of different language choices, particularly for our students. That would be very helpful. So it's a very interesting extension, and if you use it with your students, I'm curious to see what it is that you get from it. So I hope this at least gets you started, and appreciate you watching.